Have you ever realized that the person hurting you the most is not your love relationships, not your family, not even society, but yourself? Have you ever stopped to pay attention to the way you speak to yourself, the way you treat yourself? Today, I want to talk about us becoming our own worst enemies. How I became my own worst enemy. For the longest time, I've been at war with myself. It was more important to me that I care about how others perceive me than how I perceived myself. I found myself in a position where I no longer feel comfortable in social situations because I cared more about their opinions than my own. Every time I was in group settings, someone would ask, "Are you okay? You're very quiet." I got asked that question so many times in my life that I started being self-conscious of my quiet nature. The truth is, I am quiet. I talk, but I struggle to engage others in group situations. I am much more comfortable in a one-on-one conversation. That is one of my character flaws. So, I started people pleasing. I started forcing myself to be more talkative because I thought, if so many people are asking me this, then surely something must be wrong with me. Surely it must be weird and unnatural to be quiet. But the biggest issue was, I didn't even know where to start. I didn't know what to say. Talking came naturally to other people. They had stories to tell. They were articulate, but I wasn't. And on top of that, talking drains me. I once worked in a call center, and I would make sure I stored food nearby because I needed the energy. Talking quickly wore me out. Whenever my shift ended, I would sometimes hide in the bathroom just so my colleagues could leave first, so I could walk home quietly, alone, because I was exhausted. I had spoken the whole day. I no longer had the will to talk. And most people don't understand that. So, because I failed to conform to what society expected of me, I withdrew. I started robbing myself of the opportunity to live. I pulled away from society, from group settings, from social situations. I boxed myself in. I built a wall against the world. I deprived myself of the freedom to be free in a free society. I became more comfortable at home than out there, because at home I felt safe. I felt safe and free to be myself, and I felt free from judgment. Being your own worst enemy is quiet and not dramatic. Sometimes it sounds like a voice in your head saying, "People are judging you. Don't try. You'll embarrass yourself. You're too much," or "You're not enough. Stay where it's safe." It's canceling plans before anyone can reject you. It's denying yourself experiences you want because the fear is louder. It's shrinking yourself so you don't inconvenience others. The truth is, yes, I'm a homebody, but I also allow society and societal expectations to bully me into staying indoors. Because the other truth is, I love the outdoors, nature, and being outside. And the worst part about being your own worst enemy is that we call it being realistic, but it's not realism. It's fear wearing a mask. Most of us weren't born hating ourselves. We learned it. We learned it from being criticized more than encouraged. From being told to behave, to act a certain way, and to not take up space. From watching people get punished for being different, so we adapted. We became hyper aware. We started policing ourselves before the world could. And somewhere along the way, self-protection turned into self-sabotage. Here's a valuable lesson this journey has taught me. Just because a thought is loud doesn't mean it's true. Sometimes it's old fear rooted in past trauma. Fear shaped by the environment we grew up in. When you are your own worst enemy, you delay your healing. You miss opportunities. You live half a life. And one day, you wake up tired. Not because life is hard, but because you are exhausted from fighting yourself for so long. I know, because I've been there. So be self-aware. Notice when you start attacking yourself. Be kinder to yourself. Act even when fear is present, because confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. Be gentle with yourself. You are not the enemy. You never were.